Viewers of Playfur Cinema, I asked you a question. Which of our previous 4 hottest elimination games should get a rematch? With 59% of the vote, you have selected 2016's hottest Bunny Girl elimination game. So I welcome you all to Miss Bunny Girl 2018. Based on our 2016 hottest Bunny Girl elimination game, only with a different style and slightly different rules. The first part that needs addressing is that the original elimination game had 12 bunnies. This one has 10. That's because Sonic the Hedgehog's Cream the Rabbit and Panini on the right were removed from the game. Trying to narrow the game down due to space, because this is a physical beauty contest, Cream did not fit into the category. Yes, I said physical beauty. Don't you start that only personality matters shit. While Panini was removed from the game due to the fact that she was eliminated first at 12th place, which leaves our seemingly rising star Molly in the middle. During our hottest Bunny Girl elimination game, Molly was eliminated at 11th, putting her between Panini and Cream. When you take those two out, it drops Molly off at 10th, which is still last. So I had her qualify off screen against another rabbit who didn't get an opportunity the last time. None other than Lola Bunny's mother from the Looney Tunes show, Patricia Bunny. But if Patricia is not on the board, it's because off screen she didn't make it. In the poll with 270 votes, I asked, who did they think was the sexiest rabbit? Molly had 73% of the vote, Patricia 27%. Hey, I'm just the guy who makes the games. Everything else is up to the voters. And the voters decided they wanted red-headed tomboy over thick milk. So, for now, Molly's in and Patricia is out. Now then, for the competing girls, this game is tournament style. And unlike our previous elimination games where we eliminate based on least popularity, the girl with the most total votes wins and goes up the ladder. And of course we do this until we are down to 1. Now as you can see, the girls on the board are already paired up. That's because I put their names in a hat and drew them randomly. In the first bracket, it's Binky Bunny from Tiny Toon Adventures versus Space Jam Lola Bunny. In bracket 2, it's Lexi Bunny from the Lunatics Unleashed versus the Cudbury Caramel Bunny. In bracket 3, it's Judy Hopps from Zootopia versus Kelly O'Hare, aka Cutey Bunny. In bracket 4, we have a Sonic the Hedgehog matchup, Vanilla the Rabbit versus Bunnie Rabbot. And over in bracket number 5, it's Molly MacDonald from Offer versus Babs Bunny from Tiny Toon Adventures. Oh, and before we get started, there was one other stipulation added to this game that separates this from the hottest elimination games. For those of you who were trying to do my math during the voting process, this game wasn't channel only. In order to make the playing field more fair, I brought in outside voters. And off screen, I asked them all the same questions I asked you all on the channel. Surprise! The thing about tournament styles and drawing names randomly is that you can possibly end up with a matchup that isn't too balanced. Here, we have 2 Warner Brother bunnies with 2 different cartoon paths, despite being cut from a similar cloth in terms of their sex appeal. If Jawbreaker was to choose, which is me, I would have put Binky versus Babs and went ahead and put Lola versus Judy. But since I didn't do it, it was have mercy on anybody who had to go up against Lola and possibly Judy, at least for the first round. As we kick off the first round, on the channel, that's what CH stands for, Binky had 6, Lola with 64, placing Binky into an already crippling position. Her only lifeline now is possibly what happens next from the poll voters. And of course, there will be no mercy given. As a matter of fact, for the poor gag character, it's even worse. With 4%, she only had 10 votes. That was going up against Lola's staggering 96% with 263. So, as we turn back the page, Binky's 6 on the channel and 10 in the polls, while Lola's 64 on the channel and 263 in the polls, giving Binky only a grand total of 16, while Lola had a grand total of 327. Binky is eliminated while Lola advances to the next round. Over in bracket 2, it's Lola Bunny's descendant, Lexi Bunny, versus the Caramel Bunny, Let's get this contest started and get those numbers up on the board. Here on the channel, the voters voted in favor of Lexi Bunny with 40 votes, while the Caramel Bunny was lagging a little bit behind with 29. But can the poll voters save her? Apparently not. Apparently, in 2018, there's not enough love and respect for an icon who once made sexy anthropomorphic cartoons a thing. And for a cartoon rabbit who once ranked 3rd place behind Jessica Rabbit and Betty Boop, 29% is a hell of a drop. With only a total of 78 votes, she was greatly outmatched against Lexi Bunny's 71%, adding up to 192 votes in total. So, as we turn back to the page, Lexi, 40 from the channel, 192 from the polls, equaling out to a grand total of 332. While the Cudbury Caramel Bunny, 29 from the channel, 78 from the polls, equaling out to 107. Caramel is eliminated from the game, while Lexi moves on to the next round. You know what's a real shame? Is that every time Judy is involved in one of our elimination games, misery is sure to follow. Because even though I say it's a beauty contest, some folks can't accept that Judy can't win at everything. And when reality sets in and faced with the possibility that Judy cannot win, the next thing I know, certain folks want to accuse me of rigging the results. Even though in our first hottest elimination game, Judy had no business beating Lola, I went ahead and let the bigger majority of Zootopia fans keep their victory with Judy. Yes, new viewers, we are ass backwards. Judy Hopps won 1st place in a beauty contest the first time around. Cutey Bunny over on the right was eliminated at 7th place. 7th place. 7th place. 7th place! But, of course, you all do you because I know you all are gonna do you regardless. So, let's continue. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, I told you, they actually tried it. Come on, accept this as the 5th stage of grief, and we're still in denial. My bad. Anyway, here on the channel, Judy was voted with 36 votes. Cutey Bunny was behind her with 35. And may I mind you, this is the official total after I stopped counting votes at midnight. But over on the polls, the results are completely different. And yes, for this poll, I did reinforce the rules to them. I asked them who was the sexiest rabbit and told them, before you vote, I want to remind you all, this is like Sheila versus Zigzag. This poll is based on sex appeal and physical beauty. Kelly, Cutey Bunny, got 65% of the vote. Judy Hopps got 35% of the vote. So, as we roll back the curtain, we get our official total. Judy with 132 and Cutey Bunny with 210. Judy's gone, but Cutey Bunny will move on to the next round.
You've got to let it go. You can't eat wheat thins, John. You're a puppet, and nothing's going to change that.
Over on bracket 4, it seems the luck of the draw brought us at least 2 characters with some chemistry. Vanilla the Rabbit and Bunnie Rabbot. But of course the real story, at least with us, is with Bunnie. And that's because she has fallen short not once, but twice. In the first 2 elimination games that was strictly channel only, she fell short in the hottest Bunny Girl elimination game, and then fell short in the hottest Sonic Girl elimination game, both in which were 3rd place. This time around, however, she might be looking to break her run of bad luck. Can she do it? Let's find out. Over on the channel, the girls got themselves a lovely matching pair of 34s. You get it? It's a female jewelry joke. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward now. With no sizable outcome, the difference maker is now gonna come from the poll voters. Out of 270 votes, Bunnie Rabbot got 67%, while Vanilla the Rabbit got 33. Vanilla was outmatched by 94 votes. So, as we turn back the page one more time, Vanilla had a grand total of 122. Bunnie Rabbot, 216. Vanilla is eliminated from the game, but Bunnie Rabbot will move on to the next round. We finally come to the 5th and last bracket on the first round. Molly MacDonald versus Babs Bunny. Here on the channel, Molly received 34 votes, while Babs Bunny received 26. And as we flip the chart over to see what the poll voters wanted, it wasn't much better for Babsy. Out of 270, Molly got 69. She got 69! While Babs only received 31% of the vote. As we look back at the final total, Molly had 219, Babs 111. Molly moves on to the second round, while Babs is eliminated. As we look at the advancement ladder for the second round, while there are fewer girls on the board, there is only 5, leaving at least one girl without an opponent to pair up with. So I made the decision that at least one bracket was going to be one-on-one, while the other was a triple threat. Now we are actually getting somewhere. It's Ancestor versus Descendant, Lexi Bunny versus Lola Bunny. Meanwhile, over on the second bracket, it's Molly MacDonald versus Cutey Bunny versus Bunnie Rabbot. As we turn our attention back to Lexi and Lola, apparently they might come from the same tree, but they're not treated the same according to the channel. It's yet another beatdown reminiscent of Binky, Lexi with 9 votes, while Lola 64. And as we turn our attention to the polls, there isn't much saving grace there either. Lola Bunny with 89%, while Lexi only received 11%. Turning our attention back to the page to see the grand total, Lexi with 40, while Lola had 310. Lexi is out, but Lola will move on to the final round. Sadly, Lexi, you were massacred, but at least you tried. Over on poll 2, it seems that Molly's luck is finally run out, with only 9 votes, while Bunnie Rabbot managed to lead Cutey Bunny only by 1 vote. Over on the polls, Cutey Bunny received 41%, while Bunnie Rabbot received the highest with 51. As for Molly, things ain't much better with only 7%. As we look at the official totals, Molly 29, Cutey Bunny 145, and Bunnie Rabbot 172. Of course, Bunnie Rabbot is advancing to the final round, while Molly and Cutey are eliminated. And might I just say before we move forward, sometimes favoritism is not a road to victory. If Bunnie Rabbot was somebody's solution to beating Lola Bunny, you might have just royally screwed yourself. But what does Jailbreaker know? People only listen to him when it's convenient. As we take one more look at the advancement ladder, it's Lola Bunny in the final round versus Bunnie Rabbot. It looks as if Bunny finally managed to break her third place curse, and it only took the removal of 2 girls, a different voting system, a wider audience, and the struggle of breaking away from the norm. Meanwhile, Lola is looking to remind folks that she still is the top female bunny after having victory snatched from her the first time. Let's begin the final round. Once again, I'm going to remind you all that this is the official total after I stopped counting votes at midnight. If you were to recount the votes now, yes, Bunny has a little bit more than what's on the board, but it wasn't enough to beat out Lola on the channel. Even though Lola won this round, her victory is not yet absolute. Since the poll voters are clearly the bigger majority, they can easily take victory away from Lola again and give it to Bunny. So, let's begin our drum roll. Out of 270 votes, Lola Bunny 72, Bunnie Rabbot 28%. Lola received 196 votes. Bunnie Rabbot received 75. With 244 votes with a 132 difference, your winner of Miss Bunny Girl 2018 is Lola Bunny. Here is your official leaderboard. Lola Bunny first place 881. Bunnie Rabbot, second place, 500. Cutey Bunny, third place, 355. Lexi, fourth place, 272. Molly MacDonald, 248, fifth place. Judy Hopps, 132, sixth place. Vanilla the Rabbit, seventh place, 122. Babs Bunny, eighth place, 111. The Cudbury Caramel Bunny, ninth place, 107. And Binky, 10th place, 16 votes. Now here comes Jailbreaker again with his bluntness. I personally feel this list could have been better, but then again, you guys did this. Forget Judy. Judy is right there where she belongs, in the middle, not too low and not too high. Ironically, what's bothering me the most is that Molly is so high up and Babs and the Cudbury Bunny are so low. I'm glad that you all took my words to heart and found a newfound love for Molly, but we all have to admit During the time when we did that first hottest bunny girl elimination game, Molly was just flat out of her league. And I wish this motivation was actually there when we did the Cute Cup. And I say that because, thinking of the character of Molly, if she had to go up against any of the girls as far as being a supermodel, every last girl on this board would put the hurting on her. I understand that not everybody thinks like me. Most folks want their favorites to win. I want my favorites to win too, but I also want to put people where they're supposed to be. Molly versus Babs had me conflicted, and was one of those times I would have gladly sacrificed the redhead for Babs. But oddly enough, that wasn't even the greatest botch of the game that bothered me. It's the fact that there was an opportunity to actually topple Lola without much collateral damage. But once again, she was thrown away. It wasn't Bunny, and it's not Judy. It was Kelly, Cutey Bunny. Jeez people, I said it's a beauty contest. If you want to topple somebody like Lola, who's been a sex symbol cartoon icon for 20 years, you put somebody up there like Cutey Bunny who can at least frighten her. You are wasting good coconut titties! Don't take this the wrong way now. This is not criticism. This is advice. Learn how to pick warriors, not names. It's called being strategic. You want to knock out a Muhammad Ali, you need to put a Joe Frazier there who can do it. But who's Jawbreaker, right? We'll be right back to the same mess again when it's convenient for people the next time. Thank you all for tuning in to Miss Bunny Girl 2018 here on Playfur Cinema's Gone with the Fur Theater. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future videos. My name is Jawbreaker, and I thank you for watching Playfur Cinema.
What was your joyful thought?
You don't want to know.
Oh, but I do. Please tell me. What did you imagine?
Furry creatures.